Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Alabama's offense takes the field. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, he's the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes because if they're happy with what
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The running back has it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date.
Touchdown, Arkansas! What a catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out. Lost one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
Oh, look out! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Extending the play. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, man.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Lock you up.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge 1st down on 3rd and long.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
That's what you're doing, man.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
A first down run in the red zone. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gain of no yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
To the air, it's Fernandez. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's right on target. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Price. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Off the play fake. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But
and this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked his quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the option. Now the toss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this run.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make them.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Off play action. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. You know where to run.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Scrambling away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
It gets no bigger than 1 versus 2, and take a look at how this critical game finished up. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. 1 versus 2, some were calling it the game of the century. Let's wait to jump to conclusions at least until the new poll comes out this week, men.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're...
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again.
Going for the big play. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
From the gun, Give on the inside. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. To the air. It's Fernandez. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Working the middle, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to move them on the counter. And it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Try to get it on the ground. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Fernandez. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes his connection. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moses. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They're trying to... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage.
Yeah. All right.
was open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Looking downfield, it's Fernandez. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing the ball.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Price. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
My second microphone.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights, good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's looking for a man on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. The ball pops out. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
First down here for the offense. On the ground, it's Price. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
It's first down from the 11. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep it up.
Touchdown time! And the pummeling has started.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. On the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow. Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Should have ran a better route.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Runs through a tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gets it out quickly. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. They They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and
Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
yeah, you just pick and pick and pick and
Open runway ahead. At the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be brought down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Arkansas, 34.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for space, it's Price. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fernandez. He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Arkansas, 34.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Hart. He makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got
What's
his
he going
man.
out of bounds?
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Fernandez. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Quickly complete.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
To the ground with the back. The Tide will get the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Fires left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The aerial assault continues. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. To throw, it's Hart. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. The give to the back. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Leaves it with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Fernandez. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown time! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
On second down, wants to throw it. He makes the connection. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Trying to find his man on first down. Slings it downfield. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Finds his tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The back goes in motion. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gonna run it. It's Price. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Hart. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.